Hey everybody, this is Dr. Jonny Bowden, and these are my 5 things you need to know to maintain a healthy weight. Number 1, eat real food. Now I'm not kidding, that's probably the best nutritional advice I've ever gotten and I've ever given. If you eliminate processed foods, you automatically get rid of most of the things that make us fat, sick, tired, and depressed. So what do I mean by real food? Food that if you were on the plains of Africa with nothing but a stick, could you have hunted it, fished it, gathered it, or plucked it? If it meets those criteria, or the modern day equivalent of those criteria, it's probably good for you. Number 2, learn to fast. Fasting is an effective intervention not just for weight loss, but for reversing insulin resistance, which is at the heart of most chronic diseases. And there's good research showing that intermittent fasting actually lowers the risk of chronic diseases in general. Now, if you're not sure how to start, if you're not sure if it's for you, I have a free course, an introduction to intermittent fasting that's available. Just go to my website, jonnybowden.com. You'll see a little sign-up thing. Put your email in, we'll send you the course. It's important that you learn these basics so that you can figure out a way to fit this into your life, because it is an important intervention. And you couple that intermittent fasting with diet, and the results are magnificent. Number 3, forget everything that you learned about nutrition in the 1980s and in the 1990s just for good measure. You don't need to graze. Breakfast isn't always the most important meal of the day. You don't need to eat 5 times a day, and you certainly don't need to fear fat. Fat is not what makes us fat. Hormones make us fat, and the hormone that makes us the fattest is called insulin. So the action is in finding foods that don't raise our insulin. So what does raise our insulin? Number 1 is processed carbs. They raise it the most. Protein raises it a little. Fat doesn't even move the needle. That's why people are losing weight on higher fat diets with lower amounts of carbs mixed with intermittent fasting. That will keep your insulin levels in a good, healthy range and keep you from gaining weight. Number 4, exercise every day. You know, they do a ton of research on people who've successfully lost weight. And no matter how they define successful weight loss, 5% of your body weight, 10%, kept it off a year, kept it off 2 years, however they define it, when they look at those people and they say, what did you guys do? The number 1 habit that people report is daily exercise. And it does not have to be a big deal. It can be a 20 to 30-minute walk every single day. And here's a tip. Take that walk after dinner. I don't know why they don't teach that in 6th grade. It's one of the best pieces of advice you can follow, and it will give you a tremendous return on investment in terms of a healthy body weight. And number 5, relax. And I'm not kidding about that. Sleep and stress are 2 enormously important actors when it comes to putting weight on and keeping it off. And when you're stressed out, like most of us are most of the time, a hormone called cortisol is always active, and cortisol tells your body to put fat on, particularly around the abdominal area, and that's why we call that stress fat. It's really important to modify stress, to find a way to relax, to find a way to slow things down. It can be deep breathing exercises. It could be one of the many wonderful apps that exist on the internet to just calm you or to give you 45 seconds of serenity, and just work with those things to slow things down and slow your blood pressure down, your heart rate down, your brain waves into the more relaxed ones, and all of that has a profound effect on your weight. So those are my 5 top tips for maintaining a healthy weight well into your 8th and 9th decade. I think I've done it. I know you can do it. And visit me at my website, jonnybowden.com, for more information.